Good evening, everybody. I do apologize. I'm kind of congested right now. I'm also recording in my car. My wife, kids, and dogs were making too much noise inside. But my name is Inocente Martinez. I'm majoring in Chicano Studies at UT El Paso. I'm a school marshal, so I do school security. I'm one of 5 kids. The only boy, the youngest. We've got 4 older sisters, so I've learned a lot. I'm currently a junior, taking all my courses online, and I hope to become a professor of Chicano Studies. I've always been fascinated with our history and wanting to learn more. As far as my family and education, my parents, they did sacrifice a lot. My mom and dad, they had to stop going to school to help provide for their families. My mom only made it to 7th grade, and my dad only made it to 2nd grade. My mom and her family were migrant farm workers, and my dad is actually a Mexican immigrant and became a citizen a few years ago after decades of navigating the naturalization process. As far as that video, Al Madrigal dressing and speaking like a cholo, I mean, that while interviewing people, that's definitely, doesn't help with the stereotypes. That, along with calling 2 of the interviewees, landscapers, and also having one of the female panelists claiming that Hispanics overpopulate, those are stereotypes as well. In my opinion, this just creates a belief that immigrants, will outnumber citizens, and it just seems to put some fear into people here. Also, immigrants, being employed primarily for manual labor, that's also a stereotype. Al speaking like a cholo, I mean, that doesn't help us remove the stereotype that Mexican Americans cause trouble and are ignorant. So I'm familiar with Jon Stewart and a lot of his sketches. I know they use satire to show the irony and ignorance of a particular group, but the ability to understand and acknowledge that flawed logic of maybe like those fearful of immigrants or immigration is often, I feel, overlooked or thought of as justified, and that it just shows a lot of ignorance. I believe that humor can be a way to minimize the effects of negativity, but it can also downplay the seriousness of a situation, such as xenophobia.